I've spent 231 hours on Zwift with this setup. Here are 5 quick tips to make your experience more comfortable and efficient. So tip number 1 is to leave everything set up. I know it's a little bit of an eyesore and it's kind of crammed over here in the corner, but if I had to roll the mat out, put my bike on the trainer, set up the fan, set up the desk, all that stuff, the friction to just getting on the bike and riding would be too high. So for me, this is huge. It makes riding super easy and really efficient. You just hop on and get going. So tip number 2 is to invest in a trainer desk of some sort. So this one is huge for me because it puts everything right in front of you. This one has 2 water bottle spots, and I keep my bike multi-tool, which I use to adjust my cleats or seat height, some AirPods, computer that runs Zwift, or I can watch videos on it or whatever. I also hang off my heart rate monitor on the side right here. But this is so huge because it has everything right in front of you, so you don't have to interrupt your ride. And it's also nice, ergonomically speaking, because you don't have to crane your neck to watch something or interact with your computer or Zwift setup, right? It's just right in front of you. So again, this one is huge because it just makes working out more comfortable and efficient by keeping everything right in front of you and organized. Tip number 3 is to have 2 water bottles. This one I keep water in, and this one has Tailwind, which is a sports electrolyte mix. And the reason I do that is because it allows me to sort of modulate my carbohydrate intake depending on the intensity of the workout. So if I'm doing a really hard workout, I'll mostly be drinking the Tailwind, right, to replenish the carbs that I'm using. However, if I'm just doing an easy pacer ride or a recovery ride maybe, I'm just gonna drink the water, right? And I might have a sip of this every once in a while, but having both is really nice, again, just so I'm not taking in more carbs than I'm using, or if I'm only drinking water, then when I'm doing a workout, I'm gonna be fried, right? So it's really nice to have both options right in front of you so you have choices. On that same note, sometimes I also put candy like Mike and Ike's here or Skittles or something like that, if I don't have sports drink or if I just wanna mix it up a little bit, right? But having options for fueling and hydration are huge. So that is tip number 3. So tip number 4 is to start the ride wearing extra clothes. So I usually start with something like a puffy coat and beanie with the fan on max speed. And I recommend doing this because I want to start my ride comfortable wearing these clothes here, and I don't want to get off in the middle of my ride to adjust my fan. So if I just started wearing a t-shirt with the fan on max, I would be freezing for the first 10 to 15 minutes, right? But if I start in something like this and shed the layers as I warm up, so I'll usually shed the jacket first and then shed the beanie later, then I don't have to get off and interrupt my ride to adjust the fan. So this one is huge, again, to start comfortable and be efficient by not having to get off the bike. So my 5th and final tip is to disconnect your heart rate unit from its strap. And we're gonna do this because it eliminates unnecessary battery drainage. So when these contact points are connected right here, and these electrodes, these conducting electrodes, are sweaty, it's trying to collect your heart rate data and send it off to these devices, right? But we don't want to do that when it's off of our body and we're not using it, right? So by drying off the contact points, if those are sweaty, and drying off the electrodes and disconnecting the sensor from the strap, we're doing all we can to eliminate unnecessary battery drainage. And speaking from experience, and you can see this on people's Reddit posts as well, these little heart rate monitors can absolutely chew through these little coin cell batteries. So it's super useful and important to disconnect them after every use and just give everything a really quick wipe down to make sure that we're not unnecessarily wasting these batteries. So those are my 5 quick and simple tips to help make your Zwift experience more comfortable and efficient. If you like this video, please let me know with a like, comment, and subscribe. Other than that, thank you, and I'll see you later. Peace.